Jimmy Disso, right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, you're welcome back. Kofi Bartels here, sitting in for Jimmy Disso, who is unavoidably absent, of course, attending to family affairs following the demise of his dear cousin who passed on yesterday. Our thoughts and our prayers are with Mr. Disso and his family in this trying time. May God comfort them, strengthen them, and grant them the fortitude to bear this irreparable loss. All right, that being said, I'm here in the studio. Kemi's on the controls. Kemi, how are you doing?
I'm good.
All right, and she's helping me out. It's a bit of a good change for me not to bother about, the controls today. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, we're talking security in Lagos State. The Commissioner of Police has declared war on crime in Lagos State. His inaugural media briefing he held yesterday. He said he's going to smoke out criminals from, I would add in my own words, nooks and crannies of the state. And Lagos State and the criminals in Lagos State should realize that he has declared war. All right, reminds me of the song by Bob Marley, War. Anyway, so war on criminality in Lagos State by the new CP. He is Ishola Olanrewaju, and he assumed duty last week. What are your thoughts on this? And to prove his seriousness, he paraded 98 suspected criminals. Now, you all know what I think about parading criminals. Suspects, rather. You all know what I think about parading suspects because, they need to be taken to court. They need to be tried, and then they need to be found guilty. And I don't support parading suspects before the press, because it's not constitutional. You can ask, I think Femi Falana said something about that, one of the lawyers as well. And it's not, you are not guilty until proven so. So that is not to take away from what the Commissioner of Police has said. That's just something on the side anyway. But to prove his seriousness, this means that they've arrested, the police has arrested 98 suspects. And it's meant to prove their seriousness. Who are these suspects? What crimes did they commit? Why are they not in court? When will they be taken to court? Are they guilty? Are they not guilty? Does this prove anything? Does it not prove anything? You tell me what you think about it. Because I don't want it to be like, okay, once you parade suspects for the press, automatically means you're working. The evidence of the work will be seen in the reduction of crime. When people call and say, my area was no longer safe. There was this bus stop I used to stand at. It wasn't safe, but now it is safe. That is when we'll see that you're working. But of course, that's what they do sometimes, parade criminals and all. But I personally think that is a result that should matter at the end of the day. To be fair to Ishola Olanrewaju, he just came. And he's not even really sat down well on that chair. But he's hit the ground running. Some other commissioners of police would have been shying away from the media. But he beats his chest and said, I'll meet the media. And I think it's a commendable one. All right. So we'll give him time. All right. But I want to hear from you. Please call right now 0201 277 0993. 0201 277 0993. It's the number to call studio line. We also have a female line 0201 465 7190. 0201 465 7190. Are you confident, based on how Mr. Ishola Olanrewaju started addressing the press, parading 98 suspected criminals, that this man means business? Because like someone said, it's not about talking, it's about actions. So he says he's going to smoke. How can he smoke out criminals? You're not an expert in security, but you and the community, so you know what's happening there. In what ways can Mr. Ishola Olanrewaju smoke out criminals, in Lagos State, in this war on crime that he has declared in Lagos State? For me, one of the ways I think he can smoke out criminals is through intelligence gathering. And more specifically, through community police collaboration. All right? Where Pastor Ladipo will not just call Nigerian phone and talk to Kofi Battles or Sheriff Kodri or Kemi here or Jimmy Diso and say, they are you give information. Go to the CP's office, knock on his door, or knock on is Benjamin Hunde? Yes, knock on Benjamin Hunde's door. Go to his office. I want to see the PRO, and then say, see, my name is Pastor Ladipo. In my area, I live at number 1 Sarogomo Street, the house with the black gate. After Mama Kemi. I'm here to volunteer information. You see, Mr. CP, Mr. PRO, there are some boys who are occupying an uncompleted building, just 2 electric poles from my house. They are criminals. So they smoke, they harass people, they steal. That is when we'll see community police collaboration. Serious note. It's really something that will greatly improve security in our society. Now, of course, I went down the route of using Pastor Ladipo as an example because one of the fears that people have is they'll be exposed. If you're a whistleblower, someone that could expose you. That's why I went on to call the pastor's number, house number, and all that. Because it's a real issue. It's a real fear. All right? That if I go volunteer information to the police, I whistleblow, that, I could be exposed to those criminals. And that is a real fear. And so how do we overcome all of that? How do we navigate that to give the police information? It's very important, And these are things that if the CP comes here, sit down with us in the studio, and we can talk about. But we need to volunteer information to help the police to do their job. 0201-2770-993. Are you confident that this new CP will be successful in his war that he has had on crime in Lagos State? Let's go over to the phone lines. 99.3, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome. Please turn off the radio where you are. Okay, welcome. Please go on. Yeah, go on.
Yes, Tosin.
Tosin, where are you listening from?
I'm from Ikorodu.
Okay, listening in Ikorodu. Go on.
I do Uber work, and lately I observed the police on the road. When they stop some of the boys that enter our car, what they do is they give them their account number. And from my own gathering, what I gathered is that when they harass these boys are superior police officers, and immediately they release them. So the ones on the road want to make money. You understand? So I think all these things need to stop. The police should first work on themselves. They should work seriously on themselves and work with the politicians. That's when we can get results.
Okay, what's your name again, my brother? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm Tosin.
Tosin. Okay, so you said you are an Uber driver.
Yes.
Okay, and that sometimes when you carry these young guys,
yes,
the police stop your car to do a search, and then they will now give the account number to these guys,
exactly.
these young guys.
That's what's happening now.
Okay, young boys in Lagos.
Yes.
Now, Tosin, you're going to do us a favor. Where? Give me an example of a place where the police.
Here's one at K2.
K2. Let me lower the music. I want to hear you.
Beggar from K2.
Where exactly do they stand?
They stand where those roads after that market. There's a sharp corner after the bridge. I mean, beside the bridge. If you turn as if they're going to 7-Up.
Oh, that turning.
Yes, they've done it. I've experienced the ones at K2 too.
Okay, hold on. This one at I think I see we're going to allow. Where will I call it again? Is it Magodo?
K2. No, not Magodo. K2.
K2, yeah. 7-Up.
K2, when you're turning towards
7-Up. 7-Up. Okay, good. So do they stand on the road? Because that place is a very busy place.
On the road, they choose the car to stop. When they see those guys are young, those guys are young, they stop them. This is in my phone. You are giving your number to
account number.
Someone.
Okay, hold on, Tosin. So that's Flashpoint Police offering Flashpoint, offering Spot, number one.
Yes.
Which other place again did they collect money from?
Before the K2 bridge, they stand on the highway there to do same. They
Okay,
did it to
going
one of my
from
customers
where to where? K2 bridge is like two-way. Which
coming
side?
from Ikorodu before K2 bridge.
Okay.
They stand there.
Okay.
And they did it to my customer. They gave him the account number. All these things are bad. They should work on themselves before they work on others. It will be easy. They are friends to all these boys. They are friends to all these people.
All right.
So they know the criminal. It's very bad.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, Tosin. I appreciate he's an Uber driver. So he's saying that CP Olarinwaju Ishola, yes, indeed, your war on crime in Lagos State is welcome, but please also declare war on crime within the police. Is what Tosin is saying. We have more calls coming through. Hello. Good morning. Take one call and then we'll go to the messages. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, Kofi. Good morning.
Welcome. What do you have on the line, please?
This is Godman.
Godman.
Yes. I'm going to come from an angle that most people just say, I thought, God.
Okay.
I had an incident where they came with a gun, and it was God.
Who is it? Who is it? They? Sorry, please. Who is it? They?
I'm Robert. I'm Robert. They wanted to rob me on my phone.
Okay.
Yes, and it was God literally that set me. So when I talk about God, I've seen what God has done for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I have nothing. I have experiences where I've seen. So, and then this is where I want to come.
Mm-hmm.
You see, these people use spiritual powers.
Who?
What I would like to.
Who is the they? Who is the they?
All these armed robbers.
Armed robbers,
these
okay.
kidnappers,
Okay.
All these. They use demonic powers. They go to at Babalawo, collect some juju and charms and all that. Even the policemen will verify this. So what I want to suggest, I haven't done all the other suggestions that people have talked about. Let's get some, because the power of God can destroy the power of the devil. Let them have a like agreement with some pastors or pastors who are really proving who have the power of God. Pray for them as they are going on their activities, so that they can be shielded and protected by God.
Pray for who? Pastors should pray for who?
Of course, those pastors who are real pastors who have the power.
Should pray for who? Pray for who?
Pray for these policemen.
Oh, okay. As they are going out to look for, they should be shielded.
Because of course, you know that those criminals have demonic, satanic, and all those things.
I see.
You don't go for fortified spiritually.
Oh, I see.
Also, will get you.
Okay.
So you fortify yourself with light, so that the darkness can come.
Your name is Godman, right?
Yes.
Where are you listening from?
They can have a prayer meeting with those pastors who will pray and fortify them with the power of God going out.
I don't think I've had the pleasure of talking with you on any of my programs. I don't know. But it's good to hear from you. Thank you very much.
That's my suggestion. Thank you.
Thank you. So people are always accusing you of talking about God all the time. Okay, he's gone. I've not spoken to him before. So do you know him, Kemi? Are you aware of...
I don't know if he's the one that usually calls on Joyce's show. I'm not sure.
Okay, there's a caller that people
But there's a
always
caller
say that every time he's God.
Yeah.
Please leave him alone now, if he wants to. So now he's saying that the solution to this matter now is God. That we need to get pastors to gather all the policemen in Lagos State in a hall and then pray for them, so that when they go and in this operation, this war against crime in Lagos State by the CP, that they will be fortified. But the thing is, when we gather all the policemen in a hall for this prayer, who is going to protect the state?
Okay.
Because all the criminals need to do is to look for the flyer. You know, they do look for the flyer. They see the flyer that we're gathering, maybe I don't know, maybe National Theatre or somewhere. They will plan. But I believe in efficacy of prayer. Some police officers, their own power past the criminals. So, so
I'm going to pray for those ones.
That
too.
DPO in fact, some of the police officers, if they gather them for this Christian prayer, you see some things coming out. Because some of them what about that CP, that DPO in River State who was killed? Who does not go on operation? When he goes on operation, doesn't wear shoe. I think there was Basham. He doesn't wear shoe. He doesn't wear shoes. He goes on operation without shoes. And the way he was killed, I think they said that the guys, they discovered where his weak point was when they ambushed him. Said, you will shoot him. He goes to where the criminals are. Yeah. No, but I could have seen things. These guys are being shot, the blood bouncing off them. Yeah, so he goes. So they know there's something. So they felt something inside. Someone who knows he's where he goes to, where he gets this thing from. That
Yeah.
the person I went to tell them, this is how you get this man.
Wow.
I was being showing them Pepe, someone that chased criminals from very, very dangerous militants in Ogoni land. They did a song for him. They did his music, did a concert, the Thanksgiving service, and they sang his song. Oh yeah. You know, some of them, you know, those policemen who tie a red cloth
On the
at the tip of the AK, or so some of them are fortified, you know. But I understand where it's coming
and for
from.
those, he's preferring a solution for those who are not.
But you know, Jesus Christ is the same yesterday and forever. You see, he says he's above all power. The other ones are small gods. You understand? Yeah, small gods, yes. But you know, God is the greatest. I think that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. I have a voice note, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Good morning, Mr. Kofi. This is Chinedu from Ayobo. On the new CP and declaring war on criminals, Mr. Kofi, what I feel is what he's doing is what we call initial gra-gra. Yesterday, driving out of my area up to Ikeja, there were policemen everywhere. Yes, it's a nice thing that they did. Traffic was flowing, you know, but these are just for the optics. Mr. Kofi, there is no policeman that doesn't know the hotspots for crime in Lagos. Okay, let me give you an example. There is a place around Government House, around Alausa there, that is a hotbed for buying of illegal substances, all kinds of drugs that you can think of. It's right there beside, just around Alausa there, where the Government House is. No police has gone there to read them. If NDLEA goes there today, tomorrow they are back there and is doing please let them do another thing.
Yeah, it says near Government House. Actually, you have to call. So if you know this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. If you have this information, it's really, you know these things, you need to whistle blow. You need to call and then look at Chinedu now. Said there's a hotspot somewhere. Call the name of the place. Call the name of the place. Say it's here. See, if I'm talking about any topic, all right, on my shows, and you call in, you say you want to alert the police of something, I will allow you to deviate from the topic, so you drop that alert in 1 minute. I'll allow you. As long as you have this information, where? That's where. Don't just say, oh, near Government House. Tell us the place. Where? Okay? Or if it's an incident, when? Then talk about who. Okay? Who? Where, when, who? Those things are important. You know, one former police public relations officer used to, you know, have a lot of my programs. He passed on. He was a police PRO in River State. I was sending him a message. He would just send me simplified. Who, when, where. So since then, anytime anyone gets me information, I have to get that information. It helps them do the job easy. You understand? So let's volunteer information. It's very important. What do you guys think about partnering with transport unions to fight one chance, which is what we call kidnapping? You know, through fake transportation vehicles or public transport. You know, taxis. You know, where some persons will get into a taxi. The driver will pose as a taxi driver. 1 or 2 passengers will pose as passengers, but they are actually kidnappers. You know, that they want to kidnap you. You know, they want to steal your belongings, or they want to take a body part. Yeah, take a body part. The transport unions that the CP wants to partner with, are they also themselves also? Should they also have? Do they have some things to answer for as well? You know, do they also have some things to answer for as well? Because some of you call this station, you know, time and time again to complain about transport unions, right? The people stand on the road, they attack your buses. We are coming to work.
Yeah,
Don't disturb
but
me.
that's a different thing that they do. Not kidnapping.
It's not kidnapping. I know.
I think they would most likely be in the best position to pinpoint which bus usually uses this route, and the ones that are in the park, and the ones that are looking strange.
Are we saying that the CP is not really his prerogative to look at some of the complaints that some listeners, some Lagosians have about the conduct of members of these transport unions? No, right?
No. I mean, he has to look into it one way
So
or the
when-
other.
when-
But
when
if
they
you
are
want to
fighting-
partner with them, I'm wondering.
When they're fighting in Lagos Island, they start shooting themselves. Who are those shooting? All right, I want to read that message from Kemi.
All right, this person says, "Good morning. I agreed with the woman caller. The CP should do more because some officers have overstayed they've overstayed in their divisions. So Sunday, they should
Where is in Sangota?
Songota.
You
Yes.
say some officers have overstayed in the divisions, right?
Yeah.
They should move them around. Oh, I see. Okay. Do you have another message you can read? That one from Mayo and Is that from here? Okay,
Yep.
so it's a long
It's a
one.
long one.
Yeah.
So I'm a regular listener of the show, and it's interesting that I caught this info from CP. I happen to be one of those caught as suspected criminals in Ikota housing estate on Saturday by 1 a.m., sleeping in my house alongside 15 others. A team called CP Tactical Squad and stationed at Ileremo Ibejuleki. Ilemoro Ibejuleki. Sir, his team, what was this now? His team eradicated SARS with a new name.
Okay.
No reform whatsoever. They kidnapped us from our houses in the name of raiding. They beat me up for asking for their OC for that unit carrying the operation, but they beat me up and whisked me away. I even introduced myself as the secretary of my estate under the CDA, but they beat me even more. Stolen resident phones and money in my estate in Ikota housing estate, blah, blah, blah. They're rogues.
Okay. So we're going to do this. This is Mayor.
From
All
Aja.
right. Okay, so we're going to look for, we're going to try and reach out to Mayor. All right, let's call Mayor. I want to talk to him. People, when I see him, wait. When I see him, what did I say about this parading and no parading thing, Kemi?
That is criminal until proven guilty.
Mayor.
Hello, Kofi. Yeah, good morning, Kofi.
Please talk to me like I knew.
Yeah, I was actually in tune with you guys before you read my message. So let me break this down. And I am not going to be anonymous so that it will be clear that I'm giving you clear events that took place and I have witnesses.
You have 1 minute. 1 minute.
Operation. Okay, 1 minute. So we were sleeping in our house at the early hours of Saturday. And all of a sudden we saw flashlights everywhere, breaking people's doors, bringing people outside that were sleeping in their houses. And I happened to be the secretary of this estate. So when they came to my place, because usually we have a patrol team of security. So when I saw them, I thought they were my own estate security that came to report when they come usually. So I will see them that they are on patrol. Only for them to tell me, hey, you come here. I introduced myself and I said, oh, it's me, Secretary Mayor. They said, come here. Only for me to get to them and I saw they were policemen on jackets. No, none of them had names that you could identify them with. Okay, so I was like, okay, let me speak to
Mayor, because of time, I'm gonna put you on the air maybe tomorrow. Okay, but because of time, were you arrested? Were you detained?
I was arrested. I was detained. I was paraded. I was snapped with hard drugs.
Were you one of those paraded by on the 98, or this another day?
This one was on Saturday. The Saturday that just passed. This previous Saturday. I think 21st or 20th.
Okay, was the CP there or not?
I didn't identify with the CP, but we're taken to Elemoro, which is the CP's tactical squad. Okay. And I asked their OC so that I could introduce myself and let them know that these people are carrying are my neighbors and I know what they do for a living. Okay. They left the criminals that will come and carry when they go wherever they go, and they carried us.
Guess what? We'll talk to you tomorrow. I'll call you after now.
I will be in tune. I listen to Nigerian for every day.
Thank you. I can identify the same thing that happened to me. If they were dictating the statement I should write, you understand?
Wow.
Mayor. So this what I said ago. Jimmy Disu will be back soon, but that's the size of Daily Digest right here on Nigeria. For God bless you. Have a great day. After now, we have our What's Up Lagos. The news to 10 is up next.
Lottery, a lottery and fintech company, is seeking to appoint state coordinators and super agents. Coordinators and agents will manage all businesses within their assigned states, which include gaming outlets such as kiosks.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.